Welcome to We Know Sports. Tap in, tap in.
Special guests, great topics, incredible insight, and timely updates.
We Know Sports.
We know sports.
Yeah, yeah. We Know Sports.
We know sports.
Yeah, yeah. Don't forget to smash that like button. Hit that notification. Like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. You are now tuned in. We Know Sports. What's happening? What's going on? We got the mics on today, so hopefully, y'all hear us pretty good. You know what I'm saying? First time testing it out. Should have been on that, but we on that now. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody watching, man. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody, man. KJ, what's up, bro?
What's happening, man? Glad to be back, bro.
For sure, man. Glad you're here, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Got some good topics today, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? I know y'all see the caption. You know what I'm saying? It's not a typo. You know what I'm saying? When you look at that caption, man, it's not a typo. It's a real question, real debate. You know what I'm talking about? So let's go ahead and get into it. Well, hold on. Let me get some shout outs real quick. Man. Shout out to Chat Prep, man. Shout out to Chat Prep. 3-time champs. You know what I'm saying? Went up a class and they still won it. You know what I'm saying? That was a lot of the talk. Hey, they in 1A. 1A ain't that good, yada yada, you know what I'm saying?
Not as competitive.
You know what I'm saying? Boom, they go up to 2A this year. And they win the championship. So shout out to Chat Prep, man. Big shout out to Chat Prep. Coaching staff, the twins. Mr. Basketball, I think his name Andre Robinson. Shout out to him, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to, all the teammates on Chat Prep, you know what I'm saying? And y'all put in that work, man. Y'all definitely made a run 3 years straight, you know what I'm saying? That's a good run. So shout out to Chat Prep, you know what I'm talking about?
Picking up some hardware.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Got them another ring.
Ain't no telling what people's, careers and their future. Ain't no telling what the future holds for, people involved, you know what I'm saying, students as well. I gotta shout out the alumni, you know what I'm saying, Rodney Henderson. Rodney Henderson from Tyner Academy, you know what I'm saying, graduated last year. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't mistaken. Yeah, graduated last year. This year was his freshman year at his college, and they win the championship.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't know the name of the college he went to, but they won the championship this year, man. As a rookie, he a rookie.
That's major, yeah, coming straight out.
Yeah. So that's real major right there. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? Salute. Big salute to Chat Prep, and big salute to Rodney Henderson from T5, man, Tyner Academy, man, for winning the chip freshman year, man. Chat doing big things, man. So before we get into it, all right. So how you feel about the Lakers, man? It's been like a little soap opera ever since they got Luka and JJ Redick. You know what I'm saying? Luka's big, not in shape, drinking beers on the sideline, on the bench, all that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And long story short, they traded him. You know what I'm saying? They traded him, got him up out of there, and he a Laker now. You know what I'm saying? LeBron, they've been back and forth, with him. Is he gonna get traded this offseason? Is he gonna, sign to a new deal, extension? I think the Lakers want to ease him up out of there, but I don't think they're gonna force the hand. you know, because that's LeBron, you know what I'm saying? That is, you know, LeBron.
Right. It would be a good look for them.
Yeah, to do that.
Yeah, it would be a good look for them. Honestly, in my opinion, man, I think they're incomplete as a team. You know what I'm saying? I think that's one of their biggest downfalls. Even just how they've been trying to move stuff around and like line the players up. I don't think they really got the right.
Yeah,
I don't think they ever really had the right chemistry, the right ingredients to really
to win that.
Make a run for real.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think it was over there.
Like when you what you think they missing? You know what I'm saying?
That's the $1 million question. That's what they need to find out.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I know they missing some defense.
Defense,
I know they missing some defense.
They inconsistent.
Oh man, the defense is terrible, man.
Even the offense is streaky. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's not. They don't just have that consistent like go-to, you know, offensive piece either. It's like, you know, whoever hot that night kind of pretty much got to carry the boat, and that's not you know, playoff run or championship material right there, man.
You know, Bron was hurt at the beginning of the season or the start of the season. He might have played a couple of games, but I know in that beginning, Bron was out for a while. Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves, you know, they was getting it in. You know what I'm saying? They winning, and then now here come the narrative. You know what I'm saying? When Bron come back, is he the third wheel?
Right.
Do he need to come off the bench? You know, what's his name? Rich Paul. Yeah. Rich Paul, the agent. You know what I'm saying? He got a pod. You know, he was on his show with Max Kellerman and said Austin Reeves need to be traded. Like that's. You know, like that's unheard of for an agent to be, you know, talking like that. Yeah, about a player's career that somebody he's managing that's the team. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you know that was crazy. He got a lot of, you know, pushback for that. But you know they was balling, they winning, they like third right now. They like third place. You know what I'm saying? Anytime a team like in the third place, you automatically contending. You know, you one of those. Yeah, you got you know what I'm saying. You in the debate, you in the talks. But for some reason, like the Lakers don't give you that feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like here we are, like saying, nah, that ain't it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they third type shit. You know what I'm saying? I think it was a big splash with Luka, you know, trading Luka, getting Luka, you know what I'm saying? Usually when they make a big splash like that, they win a chip. You know what I'm saying? Usually, historically, when they make one of those big trades, they usually get a chip. Now, will they get one in Luka's career? That's to remain to be seen. You know what I'm saying? He got some years. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he going nowhere like that.
No time soon.
Type shit.
And he definitely got the potential to pull that off.
Yeah. Like, do you think he get one?
I can't say he does, but I wouldn't rule it out. You know what I'm saying? I don't see like, you know, like how we talking about like they ain't really got it this year. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't see that, like, I don't see him not being able to, you know, step up to the plate if they complete the team, if they give him the right, you know, the right pieces, the right places. Okay. Yeah, I think he could pull something off. You know, Luka Magic. You know,
yeah, for sure. You know, he got his own game. You know, for sure. Whether Bron wins one again, I think his career is solidified. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I don't think he will. Me personally. But anything's possible though. You know, anything's possible. You know what I'm saying? That is a legend. You know what I'm saying? 40 years old, 40 plus years old, still playing. Like that's almost unreal, unheard of, like some non-human shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know, he out there.
Yeah, man, that's an accomplishment, like you said, all in itself. And then you gotta look at too, like I seen KD talking about him the other day. They was interviewing KD asked him about Bron, and he was like, yeah, I don't see nothing. Now, I don't know if he wants to stay around that long, but I don't see nothing stopping him from playing another 4 or 5 years.
Whoa, God damn.
That's coming from KD. You know what I'm saying?
God damn.
Even with him being, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he's talking about like he would want to be around that much longer. Yeah. But physically like Russ still coming down dunking. Yeah. At 40 plus, like you know, he still got ups. You know what I'm saying? So it's like his body's not forcing him out. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, it's gonna come down to, you know, do I still want to when do I want to hang it up? On the count.
Do I still want to go on road trips?
Yeah.
Do I still want to, you know?
Yeah, but I think when KD said that, I kind of agree with him. I think now I don't see him being, you know, putting the team on my back for another 4 or 5 years. But I'm talking about being on the team, getting some minutes. Like, Russ still coming down. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I think he could pull it off.
For sure.
He'd definitely have to transition into a, you know, role player or, you know, so almost maybe them last 2 years would be more like a mascot. You know what I'm saying, than anything. We got Bron with us, but
I don't think Bron ever coming off the bench. So whenever he lose his starting abilities,
he probably will hang it up.
That's when he'll hang it up. I think. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm just saying, just him still being like.
But able to play, hell yeah.
Able to play, hell yeah. I can't compete no more. I can't be out here with y'all.
Hell yeah. I definitely see Bron, you know, playing at least another 2.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
that's more realistic.
Yeah, I give him next year and the year after that. You know, shit, man. But it's, you know, it's hard to say. You know, he gonna go out when he go out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But you know, Lakers got new management. You know what I'm saying? Genie Bus. And you know, it was a family like franchise. Yeah. And they sold it for $10 billion. $10 billion. Wow. $10 billion, man. God damn. And they sold it to the owner of the LA Dodgers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which Magic Johnson is a part of that ownership. So you know, he's basically back running the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, quote unquote, you know,
behind the scenes
type shit. You know,
what you think about that? You think that's a good move?
I think Rob Pelinka probably don't like that. You know, being that like when they was there, you know, it was kind of
butting heads a little bit.
Or you know, whatever the case may be. You know, we heard Magic side, we heard Rob Pelinka side, you know, and you can tell Magic Johnson left with a little bitter taste in his mouth about that situation. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure he would love to come back and one up it and get the chip with Luka. Yeah. You know, I can see that. Or Bron, you know what I'm saying? If he's still there, you know what I'm saying? But definitely something to look at, you know, Rob Pelinka and, you know, that management, you know what I'm saying? You know, I heard a few things, you know, when I be watching interviews and highlights and, you know, sports shows and shit. Mm-hmm. And, you know, they hinted on that. And, you know, that was something to think about. But, you know, back to the team. They got Aiden, they got their big man, you know, after they got rid of AD. When got a defensive player, it's Marcus Smart. You know, they been had one on the bench, Vanderbilt. Rui Hachimura, constant professional. You know what I'm saying? I think he a consistent player. You know, let me see. After that, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Far as the roster, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like when you go to the playoffs, you know, they ain't going deep to the bench, right. You know, a lot of times unless they just have to, you know, fouls, maybe an injury or suspension or something, whatever the case.
Right.
And you just look at they players, starters, DeAndre Ayton, LeBron, Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, Marcus Smart. Alright. Off the bench you got Rui, you got Luke Kennard, shooter. He can shoot. They have another power forward that comes off the bench, get good PT. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you view their roster in the playoffs? Are they a matchup problem for some team depending on who they play, or it just don't matter?
I think they incomplete. I don't think they really got a lineup that. So in a 7-game series, you know what I'm saying? I don't really see that being, you know what I'm saying, like them coming out, 4 or better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, against.
No matter what team.
Basically, you see what I'm saying? Like it's too.
Because the West pretty tough.
It's
You're gonna be playing up. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't think there's no
cakewalks at all.
No cakewalks at all. Like first round, second. You know what I'm saying?
Like basically the planets got to align, all the stars got to align.
Yeah, for the Lakers to win.
Yeah, to really, you know what I'm saying?
Type shit.
It's that's not how it usually goes in the playoffs.
No, it's not. You definitely the intensity gonna kick up. You know what I'm saying? The game gonna slow down. That might go in their favor because the game slow down and they a half-court team. They're not no running gun team.
Exactly. Yeah.
They got a lot of old. Well, they got one old player, and then a couple other players that just, Luka always talking to the refs every shot and shit like that. Like, they don't got no, just
with a transition.
Yeah, they don't got a good trend. Like, you know what I'm saying? They ain't just getting up and down the floor. So, that type of shit right there, that'll translate to the playoffs, but they don't got no defense. You know what I'm saying? Like, Marcus Smart gonna do what Marcus Smart do. He more on the back end of his prime, I believe. You know what I'm saying? Still a dog though. Still a dog. Still the same player he was in Boston. You know what I'm saying? And he just brought it to the Lakers. But it's a coach named JB. It's a coach, Coach JB. Don't think he's coaching in the league and nothing like that. But he got a show, got a pod. You know what I'm saying? And he had some interesting comments to say. He said the Lakers can't compete for a championship because they're too white. First time I heard that. Not the first time I heard somebody say that publicly in the media.
Yeah.
That a team is too white. But not the first time I've said that or thought that. I've thought that a lot. When I see teams, I've said that a lot when I see teams. I've said that about the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to take it somewhere we ain't trying to take it, but that seems to be a true statement. If you ask me, you know what I'm saying? If you asking me, I think that's a very true statement. Like, what do you think?
Well, I mean, like you said, not to get too on either side of that, but traditionally, you gotta have the talent, the athleticism, the defense, the competitive nature, and that's kind of some of those things are kind of more lean towards in our favor,
right?
In our favor in that case. But I will say, just to be fair, it's a lot of brothers that I can, I ain't even a true hooper. I'm an athlete,
right?
Football, other sports was really my go-to, but it's a lot of brothers that I can ball on. You know what I'm what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I know some white guys who I can't keep up with.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
So
it doesn't. So to the reality of this, it doesn't really come down to that.
Right.
But like you said, just traditionally speaking, you know, you can kind of see tones of that. Of like, I mean, just look at the league overall. You know, who you see on the court in the league mostly.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
In most sports.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like it doesn't necessarily mean that, but it don't. That might not be helping them out too much. You know what I'm saying? So you got.
All right, now let's listen to what Coach JB said in its entirety. You know what I'm saying?
You're a 3 seed in the West. What are we talking about?
I get all that, but they have no shot at winning it. Is all I'm saying.
Based on what?
AJ, shots.
No shot at winning it. Off the gate, you know, they're a 3 seed, just like, you know, we were saying, you know, no shot at winning it. He's saying that off the rip.
Yeah, this shitty Laker team, man.
Based on what facts, though? Are you saying they can't win?
They're white. They're majority white.
Those are the facts?
They're too white.
They're too white to win it all.
Oh, yeah. Too white.
The Lakers are too white to win the NBA Finals. That's your take.
No.
This is coming from a white man.
Yeah, fucking shitting me.
So what's the highest percentage that a championship level team can have of whites on their team? No?
That play?
Yeah, they're playing.
1 foreigner, 1 white.
So the rest gotta be brothers.
So they're 2 whites, but 1's a foreigner, 1's white.
So you have 3, it's a wrap.
You have over 2, yeah.
Alright, so you know, you heard it there. Coach JB with his you know, his host, or I would say co-host, or you know, or host. And he's trying to basically like get him to say it, you know, exactly what he mean, and you know, he got him to say a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I think that was I don't think he was expecting him to say that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It seemed like it.
Yeah.
But did he lie?
Nah, I don't think he lied. I say that all the time. Even when my team put too many, you know, quote unquote white players in the game or like on the team, I just kind of be like, that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? And it's no shade, like this, no shade, no, you know what I'm saying, no nothing. But from my eyes, I haven't looked up no stats or no shit like that. But from my eyes and what I remember seeing, you know, year after year, championship after championship, it's not too many whites on the team.
I would be interested to look. Let me look that up real.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I agree with you. I'm not disagreeing at all. Let's see.
I don't see too many whites on any championship team that I don't. Like you said, a foreigner. You got Jokic. You know, he wanna chill. Denver Nuggets wasn't. When they won it, they wasn't white.
No, they didn't have. They
think
didn't
it was
have
just
over
him.
2. They didn't have over 2.
Yeah, I think it was just
I don't
him.
think it's been nobody in the last 30 years that's won with over 3, with over 2 white starters.
Yeah,
like that's almost it just and so that's not like to say it can't happen or they can't.
And we talking about 30 years.
We talking about the last 30 though. It's
Yeah.
only been 2 teams that's even had 2. So it's like it's been 2 that's had 2 starters, but none that's had 3. Yeah, so like that's kind of.
And it's only 2 that have 2 starters.
Yeah, 2.
That's
2
crazy.
white starters.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now that's just going off of AI. I mean, we might have to double check it or whatever, but. I mean, and just thinking back, like, can you remember anybody? Can you remember any team?
Hell no.
Can you remember any team
Hell
that had
no.
3 or more white guys on it?
We gotta go back
they balled out and won the whole thing.
We gotta go back to when. We gotta go back to Bob Cousy and shit.
Yeah, so like Dirk Nowitzki and
Pistol
Jason
Pete
Kidd,
Maverick, you know, and shit.
In 2010 or 11, the Mavericks.
Okay, the Mavericks.
They won
You know,
with
they
Dirk
had
and Jason Kidd.
Jason Kidd, he's black.
Yeah. I guess that's the closest they give. I guess he mixed, right?
Mixed,
Yeah,
okay.
mixed, so they
mixed,
give him, they threw that in there,
Okay.
to give him that. But so that cut it down.
Yeah.
That cut it down even more.
More,
Really,
yeah, it's really being
bring him outside. But then it's like, okay, so then you got the Bucks in 2020, 2021, they had Middleton, and then they had Brook Lopez.
Okay, both of them are black. Chris Middleton.
Oh yeah, man. Hold on now.
Yeah, Chris Middleton black. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they did have a white guy on the team. I don't think he started though.
What about Lopez?
Lopez
He,
is
like I said, he do say one foreigner.
he's like he a foreigner.
Yeah, yeah.
He's definitely a foreigner, but I don't
So
know.
it probably ain't been nobody.
Probably been nobody the last 30 years. You know what I'm saying?
So,
Nobody.
Kind of accurate at that point. You know?
Yeah, we talking about the NBA. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We talking about the NBA. I think that's very, very accurate.
Man.
You know, cause you see teams, you know, picking on Luka and picking on AR. You know, Austin Reeves. You know what I'm saying? Salting them out.
Yeah.
Getting buckets. You know, and those happen to be the, you know, white guys on the team. Will the stars align just perfect this year? I don't know. They're third in the West. They got two stars, two superstars, Bron and Luka. And you know, AR balling, you know, but I don't know. You get to play in Denver, San Antonio, and OKC, you know, you know, Houston and Minnesota, they gonna give you a run for their money. Like, you get to play in these teams, it should get real.
Yeah,
So
I don't see them running with OKC. Like you said,
No.
transition.
yeah, I don't see it. So, you know, just to hear it one more time, you know.
You're a 3 seed in the West. What are we talking about?
I get all that, but I'm just like, they have no shot at winning it. That's all I'm saying.
Based on what
Shout out to JJ. Shout out to JJ. This shitty Laker team, man. For all the
Based
white.
on-
He said, shout out to JJ Redick for all the shitty Laker team with all the whites. His exact words. And the co-chief is even white. So like,
what we doing?
yeah, you know what I'm talking
What
about.
facts though? Are you saying anything with
They're white. They're majority white.
those are the facts?
They're too white.
They're too white to win it all.
Oh yeah, too white.
The Lakers are too white to win the NBA Finals. That's your take.
No.
This is coming from a white man.
Yeah, fucking shitting me.
So what's the highest percentage that a championship level team can have of whites on their team? No?
That play,
Yeah, they play.
one foreigner, one white.
So the rest gotta be brothers.
So they're two whites, but one's a foreigner, one's white.
So if you have 3, it's a wrap.
So you have over 2, yeah.
Yeah, and you know, I hate to like minimize, you know, a white player to be a shooter, but that's majority. Usually when you see a white player on the team, he's a shooter. Or quote unquote,
shooter.
you know, role player, shooter. Shout out to Austin Reeves. You know, he a playmaker. He get it. You know, he's a shooter as well. He can shoot. But you know, he get to the basket. He get to that mid range. You know, he got a handle. You know, he can play make. Definitely get his shot off. You know what I'm saying? And he's a little more than just a shooter. But still, you know what I'm saying?
Just historically, that's not,
Yeah, but still,
not
that's
the way.
you know, that's not enough, or that's not the winning recipe, winning formula to a team. You know, OKC got what's his name? OKC center. Hartenstein, you know, OKC got Hartenstein, and he's a center. You know what I'm saying? Not on the wing, not, you know what I'm saying? That's the second like role they play. You know,
Right.
A white center, white big man that can rebound, do the dirty work, set screens. You know, or you know, foreigner. You know, white or foreigner. You know what I'm saying? So. Even the good teams, they got the traditional, white player that we, So MVP. You know what I'm saying? MVP. You know what I'm saying?
I was just gonna say, with that being said, what we just said about Luka and Jokic, what you think about them for going for the for MVP?
I don't think Luka got a shot. I don't think he got a shot. Even though he looked like he's ranked like third.
Yeah,
from what
they got him in the conversation.
What this tracker is got,
But like we were saying though, it's like you said, you gotta at least be third to even, your team gotta be up there.
Yeah. You gotta have a good team.
But like we just said, it's looking like the Lakers finna fizzle out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like if it takes the stars to align for them to make a run, it takes the stars to align for him to be in that conversation. After, once they start running out of gas, it's gonna become very obvious he's gonna start to kind of fall out of that conversation.
Yeah, they had like a little streak, 9-10 game winning streak, you know what I'm saying? Probably a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
But I just don't know, man. Like I said, like they third, but they ain't feeling like
it ain't a good third. It ain't a strong,
it ain't feeling like they finna just do something or like that's the, you know what I'm saying? They them, you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, of course he up there.
Yeah. So I like Shai better than Luka for sure.
Victor Wembanyama up there.
Wemby balling out. I was gonna say, depending on how the Bucks, do, I would put Giannis in that. You know what I'm saying?
You would?
I think he got a shot. Like I said, same thing with them. If they run out of gas and they don't really make a run, it's gonna fizzle out. But
yeah, I think they trying to sit Giannis down. Like I just think Giannis' run in Milwaukee is over with after this season. Yeah, after this season, it's like trade that man. Let him go to a new team, get you some players, start this shit over, man.
Where would you think would be a good fit for him?
Oh, Giannis?
Yeah, where should he end up at in a perfect world?
Oh man, I like him in Houston. I like him in New York. If they somehow break that team up, or figure out what piece they'd rather not have for Giannis. I like probably won't happen. New Orleans. I think he'll be a fit with New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? Zion, but he ain't the Zion that we thought he was gonna be. You know what I'm saying? And they got DeJounte Murray. You know what I'm saying? They got a shooter, playmaker, somebody can put the ball in their hands. So I like him. I like him a few places, man. It's just where he gonna go. Is he
where
does
he
gonna
actually
go?
end up?
Yeah. Do you see him? You see him with the Bucks, or do you see him moving on?
I wasn't really thinking about it like that. When you brought that up, that's I can see that too. If they, if he's coming to the end of his time with them, they go ahead and release him, like you said, get him up out of there, let him go, chase a ship somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man.
Okay.
What about Jason Tatum?
Jason Tatum. Oh, he been hurt all year.
Yeah.
So he definitely. Now Jaylen Brown might get some burn.
Get some shine.
Get some. Matter of fact, he deserved it.
Been putting it on his back.
Hell yeah. If anything, Jaylen Brown should be in that MVP conversation, man. Shout out to students of the game, man. Me and Lito was just talking about, is he a superstar? So let me ask you, is Jaylen Brown a superstar? In your
I can see an angle for either way on that. You know what I'm saying? I think he definitely has the. I think this season could be what, you know, seeing how far they go and you know what he's able to accomplish could kind of stamp it for him.
Right.
To be, you know, to where it's like.
Yeah, because they really don't make the decision to like first round of the playoffs.
Right.
After that first round of the playoffs, then
they'll start, yeah.
Then the MVP
start coming out.
It's announced, yeah.
But I guess what I'm saying is like, you know, if because I could, you know, you could make an argument for either side. If he really put it on his back and they go pretty deep, you know what I'm saying, this year, then I think it could you could say like, you know, he pretty much arrived. He got all the talent. He got the ability. He got the talent. Has he really got
team winning,
even whenever he was still balling even when Tatum went down, you know, when he actually had his year, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He showed a lot of heart right there. So I think he could. I think he could definitely he could get in that
depending
conversation.
on how they
had it go this year.
You know what I'm saying?
I think they could really solidify because he already. So just to clarify, going to the superstar level or just being what's the other one? Just a star, you know what I'm saying? Or like a.
I got. Of course, you got megastar or superstar. You know, some people,
that top level, yeah,
some people that's the top. You know, megastar, superstar. You know, and then you know, star, all-star,
right,
starter.
Yeah. So yeah, I think he definitely is like, it's like he teetering in between. You know, in between them two. Okay. It's like you could make to the first or second level, you could make an argument for either one. A lot of it, you know, maybe he hadn't really got the opportunity because, you know, he been there with Jason Tatum, right?
Yeah.
Jason Tatum been the guy, you know what I'm saying? So it's like when you're not really in that until they really call on you like that, you know, until the need shows up where it's like,
do we gotta leave to get that full?
So that's when you know, right? What's happening? You know, with Jason going down and stuff, that kind of gives you sometimes like that's the argument. Sometimes you might have to leave and step out by yourself to where you can, you know,
really show you what you got. Yeah.
Or if, you know, like injuries, you know, the stars align and they we need you to put it on your back. Yeah. Sometimes you can get those opportunities to show who you truly are, and you know you can solidify yourself in that regard. But yeah, sometimes you do gotta leave. Sometimes, you know, you can't be the number 2 guy and still really get the shine that you can to be able to stamp your career as that, you know, as megastar or superstar. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's gonna be hard for him to get what he deserved with Jason Tatum, and I also think his career wouldn't be what it is without Jason Tatum.
So it's a double-edged sword kind of.
Yeah, if he was to go somewhere and get his own team, or like just, you know, try to do it his way, you know, I don't think it'll be as successful as this Boston team. You know, they ever since I can remember, since them boys got there, they've been a good team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Good players, always, you know, in the hunt, always in the playoffs for the most part, you know, just nothing but success, you know what I'm saying, as you know, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown grew into their own, you know, it's been nothing but success. Went to the finals a couple times, won one, you know, I think the media takes those narratives and they, you know, create that, you know, space and shit. Cade Cunningham. Now for the 65 game rule, you gotta play 65 games to be considered, you know, an MVP. It's looking like he might miss that. If he don't come back, you know, he had a collapsed lung. It's been reported. You know, shout out to Cade Cunningham. You know, get well soon. Hope you be back.
For sure.
I don't think it's fair for that 65 game to be on there. At the same time, you gotta have some criteria.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta have some type of criteria, or you know, like some type of metrics to go by. Maybe they can like adjust it, change it, make it better, some kind of way. Maybe.
What do you think would make it better? Like what? Just like so. How much?
Maybe you can lower. Maybe you can. Shit. Maybe you can lower it to 55 games. Make that the.
Because what's the full season? 82.
82. Yeah.
So yeah, it's like what percentage of the season would you have to actually be in the game?
Yeah, because I do believe you have to play a certain amount. I believe that. You know. I don't think you should be able to play 25, 30 games and you ball the fuck out.
Yeah, and they just out, man, you was most valuable player.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I do believe you should play a certain amount of games, but we talking about 75, another 5, that's 15. We talking about 17 games out of 82.
Yeah, I think you should at least have to.
You know, I'm 55, maybe 55. Let's, you know, I'll give you a little bit more of a gap, you know, to where you can miss a few games. You know, like you can catch an injury and still be able, you know, to be eligible to play if injury not too serious. In his case, the injury is serious.
Right.
You know, collapsed lung. I don't even know nobody with that injury that I can think of. So I don't really got no, you know what I'm saying, no like data or like nothing to compare it to, you know, because I don't remember knowing somebody that, you know, had to leave out with a collapsed lung. But
how did he go? What was it? How did he get hurt?
Collapsed lung.
No, I know that's the injury. I'm saying what they.
I want to say it probably wasn't. It probably wasn't a foul. It probably was just something internal.
Oh yeah.
You know, like let me see. I've heard of players with, you know, some like aneurysm. You know,
yeah.
Some type of brain disorder.
I think.
Damn, somebody like, you know, heart issue, something that ain't an injury due to the game. It's something internal.
Did he go down or something in the game and had like
I'ma assume it's something internal, like it went like, you know, that's what I'ma assume. But that man, he on his way. You know, he on his way. Like I ain't putting Cade in the superstar level yet, you know, but he got that trajectory, you know. Like this is what Ben Simmons was supposed to be.
What he was supposed to do.
Now he don't got the playmaking ability or the, you know, that damn, I just said his name.
Ben Simmons.
That Ben Simmons had.
Yeah.
Ben Simmons could see that court. You know what I'm saying? He was a real guard. And I would say his defense was better than Cade Cunningham's. You agree?
Yeah, I think so.
But Ben never had the shot that Cade got or the game as far as on the offense. So I like that archetype of a guard. That's my type of guard. You know what I'm saying? If I had to build my team, you know what I'm saying? And that's tough having a guard 6'8", 6'9", 6'10", dribbling that thing, pulling up, mid-range, post up. Like, that's tough.
What you gonna do with that?
Yeah, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? That's tough. And, you know, he was really stamping himself as, you know, that guy to come with a collapsed lung, and now we debating, You know what I'm saying?
Can he be in the conversation?
Can he even be in the conversation? Because he didn't have 65 games. Like I think that's BS. But it's looking like he is gonna miss that thus far. I think they only got like probably like 6, maybe like 10 games at the most. You know what I'm saying? Left because we at the end of March. You know, March 26th. So it's probably like somewhere between 5 and 10 games left. You know, somewhere from there. 7 to 10 or some shit. And we get down to the nitty gritty, man. Playoffs about to start. It's about time for teams to crank up and get their lineups ready, get their get their teams ready, and your best player go out. You know, that's deflating, man.
Yeah, heartbreaking.
And the East ain't out. It ain't just packed like that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just packed like that. You know what I'm saying? So for a player his caliber to go down, be missing in the East, where it's like it ain't a cakewalk, but it ain't the West.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That just opened up the door for that just opened up the door. And if you ask me to pick an MVP right now, I think I'm going with Shai. You know what I'm saying? Who you got?
Probably the strongest contender out of the guys that I was putting up there. I think that's a strong.
Don't sleep on Nikola. Don't sleep on Victor.
Like we said, Wemby, Jokic. Those are possibilities. I think Shai. Out of those guys, I think he might have the strongest chance as far as.
And I think Jaylen is yet to be seen, because if they might lap Detroit.
Think so?
Yeah, Boston number 2.
Okay.
They might lap Detroit, and if they lap Detroit, like, and Jaylen Brown, like,
yep. Yeah, you can have a shot too.
He
definitely in the conversation, but like you said, as far as we gotta see how it goes, how the season goes.
How it play out. I dig that. We on the rookie teams now, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the rookies out there balling. We got one of our own. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to that boy.
Yeah, we got one of our own that's out there doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta root for them. You know what I'm saying? We gotta put on for them. We gotta represent them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he out there doing what he's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? He's out there doing what he's supposed to do. Now, it's a lot of rookies balling now. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of rookies balling. And Alright, there's a lot of rookies balling now, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all y'all. Some of them came in right out the gate and contributed to their team, just right out the gate. I tell you one right now, VJ Edgecombe for Philly. Good pickup, you know what I'm saying? Good pickup. Ever since he got to Philly, man, he been a problem. You know what I'm saying? Since day one. Even in the preseason games, he was a problem. You seen it. One of my favorites is Harper. You know what I'm saying? Dylan Harper out of San Antonio. You know what I'm saying? 6'6" guard. You know what I'm saying? Really good D. You know what I'm saying? Coming off the bench, when he get in the game, You know, he really making you know, like he making some noise. You know what I'm saying?
We were just talking about Cooper. What you think about
Cooper
him?
Flag. He definitely up there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just naming the ones that I think sticking out. You know what I'm saying? Edgecombe Harper, Cooper Flag, Ace Bailey, Cedric Coward from Memphis. You know what I'm saying? Big guy. You know what I'm saying? 3-and-D guy. You know what I'm saying? Got size though. He can play the 4, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Toronto, you know what I'm saying? They got a rookie, Colin Murray Bowles. Defensive versatility, you know what I'm saying? Number 9 pick. You know, he can shoot the 3, not the best as a big man. But he can step out there and shoot that. You know, Derek Queen out of New Orleans, that's another big man, you know what I'm saying, averaging 12.2 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists as a rookie, you know what I'm saying? And this was before the All-Star break, you know what I'm saying? So we got us some nice rookies. We got a rookie in Boston, Hugo Gonzalez, you know what I'm saying? Kenuple, you know what I'm saying? We got Kenuple. We got some good rookies. So who do you feel like standing out as a rookie thus far?
Man, I seen one of your boy Ace highlights the other day.
Yeah.
What game it was?
Yeah.
Man, what he dropped, like 30?
Yeah.
Like 30, 32, something
Ace
like
Bailey
that.
highlights.
Yeah, my man dropped like 30, 32, something like that. And the highlight reel I seen, probably like 75 to 90% of his shots was 2 dribbles or less.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, come on, man.
Yeah. He don't play with his food. He don't do a lot of extra dribbling and all that shit.
Yeah.
He get right to it.
For real.
He get right to it, man. Explosive. He just all over the place, and I'm glad now he like towards the end of the season. I don't know why he wasn't getting this burn throughout the season, but he been playing every game.
Yeah.
But it seemed like ever since the All-Star break, he really been.
Yeah, it's almost,
you know what I'm saying? He really been balling. You know what I'm saying? He really been balling.
They giving him the touch.
Yeah, they like giving him more PT.
Yeah.
You know, getting featured more. You know, and maybe it's because the point guard, they got a rookie point guard, Keontae George, who also is balling. He went down like or injured or something like that, and I guess they featuring Ace a little more, or he either that or he just going out there getting it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They made some trades. You know what I'm saying? Jaren Jackson Jr. You know, and you know, Utah looking like a formidable team. You know, they looking like a formidable team that you can, you know what I'm saying, that can compete, you know, or will be able to compete. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that's a lot of it too. It's kind of like a no pressure situation for
Right.
them right now, because nobody's expecting them to, you know, have to do it right now. But you know, like I said, they living up to you. They showing you better than even what the expectation is. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So they're shining right now, for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, like I said, that I think it's a good situation for him, because it's like he getting now, like you said, later in the season, they give him he's more of the go-to,
Feature piece,
the go-to
yeah.
option. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They looking for him.
They
like,
really
he's
is.
open, you know, boom, they kicking it to him. That's a good space to be in as a rookie. Then, like I said, he getting that right now. So it's like, you know, the next couple years, it's like he coming in, he already in.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the next couple years. You know, him really develop and get get that playing time and that shine that he's supposed to get. I think he got a nice ceiling. And speaking of ceiling, Cooper Flag. I think he probably like the front runner. You think he the front runner for Rookie of the Year?
Probably.
By far the biggest name.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, when you just think about everybody in there, everybody that we just listed for all the names, he definitely the top of the list for that. So yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What you think about his game, his fit in the Mavericks? You know, they traded AD, so AD is not there. You know, Kyrie still hurt. You know, not playing. So
it's almost gonna be
they really putting it all on him.
I was gonna say it's gonna be the same situation like we were just talking about with Ace, except for even a little more exaggerated. Like I said, it's gonna really be all on him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he gonna be the go-to. You know, he got to put it on his back.
Yeah, he really is. Is he ready for that? Like, I know he was at Duke for a year, if I ain't mistaken. He was at Duke.
I have to check it out.
Yeah, I think he was at. I think he went to Duke, and you know, didn't really go too far. You know what I'm saying? Didn't really, you know, this is a one and done. You know what I'm saying? These type of players.
Yeah.
You know, NIL. You know, so.
Oh yeah.
You know, all that play a part, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, they really put a lot on his plate. He was the big white hope, being that Dallas traded Dallas traded, you know what I'm saying, Luka. So he was the, you know, great white hope to come in and fill that void. You know, will he ever live up to Luka? I mean, Luka didn't deliver no chip.
Exactly, yeah. He didn't.
But he went to the finals before he left.
And then they got him up out of there. So it's like, just I feel like the same conversation we was having earlier about him. It's like, you know, who has that same type of athleticism, you know, in that space. You know what I'm saying? As far as like, with, you know what I'm saying, with the players, like white players like that.
Type, yeah.
So I think he definitely. Now would it be as, like you said, I think he definitely he got a opportunity to shine probably even brighter than that, bro.
To be honest,
yeah,
you probably right. He probably got an opportunity to really blossom. He actually plays defense. Don't got the offense that Luka got. But he can still. I can see him putting up buckets. I don't know about averaging 30 like a Luka.
Yeah.
Cause Luka got the ultimate green light.
Exactly.
The green light of all green lights. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he can just pull it, you know, at any time. I don't see Cooper Flag being that type of player though, you know what I'm saying? I don't see him just, you know, chunking up, you know, shots. I see him getting his, but I don't see him as a player to, you know, come down and just, you know, chuck up threes and, you know, all of that. Now, do I see him as a number one? No, not right now. Will he ever be? Probably. Maybe. You know, depending on the hierarchy of the team.
Right. What the system is, whatever system they go to.
Yeah. I think he in a good spot to really, you know, like try to become whatever he gonna become. And you know, we just gotta see, you know what I'm saying, what the Dallas organization does with Kyrie. What they do with Kyrie, since they already got rid of AD, is gonna tell you what the plan is. What the plan is for Cooper Flag. You know, my opinion. Now let's go back to Kenuple and Edgecombe. They two really good rookies, man. Especially Edgecombe, man. I think he's just really. I think he's just I think he's real good. He give me that Westbrook energy vibe type of guy, high energy, gonna play D, run up the court, get in your face, you know what I'm saying? He got that type of energy, you know, playing 35 minutes a game as a rookie. You know, that's pretty good. So they either they depend on him or he earned that. You know, he earned the right to play 35 minutes a game as a rookie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Kenuple, he's ranked the #1 rookie as of right now.
He's first?
He's in first. Kenuple, 153 points above average on offense this season. No other rookie is above 18.
Hold on, what was that stat again?
Kenuple has contributed 153 points above average on offense this season.
And ain't nobody even put up 118.
And no other rookie has went above 18. So I guess they saying
that's a far gap.
He's putting up a lot of points.
Yeah,
he's putting up, as far as all the rookies.
His legs out on him.
Yeah, he's putting up. You know, he's putting up a lot of points.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Kenuple stands out even when compared to the entire league, not just rookies.
Right.
He's 11th overall in offensive net points. You know, the two players directly ahead of him are Anthony Edwards and Jaylen Brunson. And that's pretty good company.
Yeah, bro, balling.
Yeah, and the two players directly behind him are Cade, Cunningham, and Tyrese Maxey. You know, simply put, Kenuple has been one of the best players in the NBA this season. He's leading the league in total 3 points made.
Oh yeah.
And it's a rookie we talking about.
Right. Yeah.
You know, it's a rookie we talking about. You know, so Kenuple has, you know, playing for the Hornets, playing with one of the Ball brothers.
Yeah.
You know, cause that dude is, oh my God.
Yeah, he got crazy.
I don't. You see him do some crazy shit.
Stuff you see on the black.
Yeah, for real. And but he a playmaker though.
Exactly.
So I'm assuming, you know, Kenuple getting a lot of those
dishes and
whatnot. A lot of those, you know, shots and shit. You know what I'm saying? So you know, they don't got Ace in the top 10. You know, but I think he deserved to be in it.
For sure.
I definitely think he deserved to be in it.
That Kenuple, I mean, just like you said, just even having that stat without being a rookie.
Yeah,
that's something, you know.
That's something big.
Major.
Yeah, that's real major.
For him to come straight in and do that.
You amongst the league leaders. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In the league, you know what I'm talking about. So hopefully you tuned in all the way to this point, man. We appreciate everybody for watching. We appreciate everybody tuning in. You know what I'm saying? KJ. Keys to KJ, y'all get at my man. Tell him where you at, KJ, man. What you doing?
Yeah, man. So I'm still promoting all my platforms, man. Right now, you know, I'm focusing on just, you know, my walk with the Lord and, you know, things He's doing in my life. So, you know, you guys can follow me on Keys from KJ on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. It's Cosigan Jones, just my name. But yeah, y'all tap in with me, man. We got some major things coming.
For sure, man. And of course, you know, man. I appreciate you coming, man. Fucking with your boy. Like I said, we gonna keep this shit consistent, man. We gonna keep this shit coming. We know sports, man. Shout out to students of the game for tapping in, man. We gotta get y'all boys back on, you know what I'm saying, on the platform for sure. You know what I'm saying. And me and KJ, you know, I talk highly of you guys. KJ is familiar with you guys, so you know, we might can get everybody in here one good time. You know what I'm saying?
I want to definitely salute to y'all for. I like the whole concept, the idea. I think that's something we probably needed. Even I don't know how long y'all been doing it, but we probably needed that years ago.
Yeah.
But now that it's here now, that's major.
Yeah. Them boys was on at the NCAA tournament too. You know what I'm saying? Doing what they do here with the youth.
That's major.
That's real major, man. So shout out to students of the game for tapping in. Like I said, shout out to KJ. You know what I'm saying, my man. We gonna keep this shit rolling. Y'all gonna see us. You know what I'm saying? consistently, you know what I'm talking about. And whatever topics y'all got, man, tap in, let us know, you know what I'm saying. We definitely hit on it, you know what I'm talking about. We definitely get into it. Shout out to everybody watching the live, you know what I'm saying. And we appreciate y'all tuning in, man. And we see y'all next time.
Welcome to We Know Sports. Tap in, tap in.
Special guests, great topics, incredible insight, and timely updates.
We know sports. We know sports. Yeah, yeah. We know sports. We know sports. Yeah, yeah. Don't forget to smash that like button. Hit that notification. Like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. You are now tuned in